Hello everybody. In this video I would like to share something that I learned very recently about propagating strawberries as a professional. Just to give a bit of context, I really love strawberries. We love strawberries. It's the first fruit of the season. It's the first berry that comes in like in the end of April. Just coming out of winter, you have these red fruits from a plant that just was in ground for 1 year, so it's quite incredible. And so I have a desire to eat a lot of them and also to share a lot of them with the community, with our community, with our village. So I really proposed myself to plant as many as I could, and yeah, try to sell at the market some strawberries next spring. So in order to do that, I could have bought many plants and spent a lot of money, but I wanted to do it differently and use their vigorous nature to propagate a lot of them. For example, in this bed that I started this spring, they were only in the middle. This line was already in, and it made like a matted row where they sprawled, and like I put the runners in the ground and they made the new babies. I already took many out. We can see here I already prepared these two beds. So I took this bare root from that bed, and already I prepared these two beds, and there's in the end there's still left. But there's another technique that professionals use to make them go quicker, to have less transplant shock, because when you take them bare root, you know, you break some roots and they take some time to grow again. Another technique is called Misty tips. So what they do is in around August they take some runners with the runner is just like a long stem that falls to the ground and makes a new shoot. You take that, you cut it, and you put it in some trays like this. At first they have no roots, and it's misty because they mist it constantly all day, like every 10 minutes probably. They just do a few seconds of water, of spraying water, so that they keep the leaves humid and they don't wilt, and they have time to root. So it's already detached from the plant and still manages to root. These are maybe 3 weeks old, and already I think we have some roots. And the good thing is that just a month ago this was a runner, and in so short time it made amazing roots. I just pop this in and it's gonna keep on growing, and the idea is that it's gonna have time during autumn to make a big enough crown so it can fruit in spring, because if it's too small it's not gonna fruit, or it's gonna fruit very little. So that's how they do when you buy plugs like this. Usually they're done with this technique, so you can do that at home even if you don't have we don't have here a greenhouse with mist and everything. So what I did was just watering them every day. Either spray them, either water them, and cover them with fleece. But the first batch, for example, it failed because maybe it was too much water and they rotted. So you also have to give them some ventilation, some aeration. So during the day, or when it's a humid day, or during the night, I just leave them open. And when it's sunny, I cover them. So yeah, that's an idea. You can play with it. It's a bit more work to take them out with bare root and transplant them and disturb them quite a bit. It's a bit of work preparing them like this, but it's kind of nice because now I can just go and put this in, and this would cost 60-70 cents a plant, and I already did until now maybe 300 plus the bare root. So strawberries are really easy to propagate, and especially the June bearing, the one that just fruits one time, it makes a lot of runners. So also you have to cut them, either you can propagate them. While the ever-bearing, the ones that produce a bit more throughout the year, but a bit less, but just throughout the year, they don't produce so many runners. So you have to divide them by the crown. So the crown becomes bigger and bigger, and you can, and even this you could divide it. For example, you just separate these two and then pop them in somewhere else. And every 3-4 years they say that you should change the bed over and put new ones in, like young ones, because the production just lowers. We will see. Thank you for watching. See you next time.